Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, welcome. So I want to share with you guys the difference between masculine energy and feminine energy so that we can learn how to balance ourselves as people. You know, all men and women have both. And so, but we're not really taught about this, and it's more from Eastern philosophies, things I've learned about throughout the years. And I love these principles. They've really helped me, you know, like yin and yang. Everything has both sexes, both genders, even plants and animals, and we have to come together, you know, like sexually, but also there's different strengths that we each have. And so it doesn't really matter if you're a man or a woman, you want to learn about both and learn to balance these things within yourself so that you can really thrive and feel good from the inside out. And there's a difference between feminine energy versus divine feminine energy, or masculine energy versus divine masculine energy. So when it's divine, it just means it's of a higher nature. It's truly serving you. We want to make sure we don't fall into the toxic traits or be off balance and just be too much in our feminine, not tapped into our masculine aspects, or too much in our masculine energy and not allowing ourselves to be in our feminine energy. So what are the differences? There are different superpowers that we have. There are definitely feminine superpowers and also masculine superpowers that we can tap into when we learn about them. And it's just really going to help you as a conscious, when you're living your life in a conscious way, you know, and to know what you need to channel, what do you need to harness, which energy do you need to be in the day, and just how to best balance your life. Because the society that we're currently in, it's missing the feminine energy. And so you want to make sure that you incorporate feminine energy, you tap into your feminine energy, and that you don't fall into the toxic masculine traits. Okay, so energy, traits, superpowers. Okay, so, but it's very different and it's opposite. And that's why we work so well together as far as men and women. And typically women naturally will be more feminine, or it feels best to be in our feminine energy. And the same thing for a man. Most times he feels so amazing when he's tapped into his divine masculine traits. He feels like he's on point. He's, you know, doing well in his life. It's natural to him. So he's in a good energy. What's the first divine masculine trait that you want to tap into? Logic. Okay, so masculine energy is about practicality and just seeing things logically, taking your feelings out of it and just seeing something for what it is, using your mind, your mental space to solve a problem and get to the answer. And it's just cut and dry. It's black and white. It's just, there's one answer. A lot of times, think about like numbers. There's an answer and that's it. And a lot of times this is going to help you in your life. It's going to help you at school, definitely, if you're studying, and to take your feelings out of it. So logic, it's a divine masculine trait. And ladies, this can serve us so much. Like if you're tossing around with a problem all the time, try tapping into your masculine energy to just be like, okay, well, look at it logically. And that's why men and women work so well together, because if you're having an issue or a problem, so many times, like if you get together with your girlfriends, you guys are going to be talking about the same thing for like an hour. Whereas if you go to your partner, you go to a man, or you go to your brother or something, and you ask him the same question, he's going to tell you one sentence that just solves the entire problem. And it's so funny. It's so funny to me because the feminine aspect is the opposite of that. So they're more flowy, they're more intuitive. So the feminine, the contrast to logic is intuition and tapping into your feelings inside. And so there's not one set answer, there's different angles. Different feelings arise to get to the answer. And so Men, it's more logical. Women, it's more emotional or more feelings. And so you tap into your feminine energy, and this is for men or women, when you can be lost in your feelings and explore your inner world. So your feminine energy is about your inside or the darkness, whereas masculine energy is like the sunlight, the outside, things you can see. Logically, this is the answer. But then feminine energy is like, okay, but how does it feel to you? Like, what is there something deeper? Is there something hidden, uncovered that you cannot see logically or practically, but that you know it's still true because inside is revealing it to you? And feminine energy is not so mystical. I mean, it is mystical, which is beautiful, but that's why in the world we're in, the society we're in, it can be belittled and it can be dismissed as just like, oh, like your feelings don't matter. But your feelings do, because we're all spirits in a body. Masculine energy is just as valuable as feminine energy, and feminine energy is just as powerful as masculine energy. So it's together, cohesive. We want to work with both to really serve us. And to just have fun in life, explore life. And so your feelings, don't be afraid of them. Your feelings, they matter, but sometimes you want to tap more into your logic, right? So these are the two different aspects. The second way you can tap into your divine masculine energy is to focus. Being able to be intentional with your energy and focus on one thing at a time. When you do this, you're in your healthy, divine, masculine energy. And ladies, this might seem, it depends on the person, because it doesn't really matter your gender, it matters the energy. And so are you able to focus easily? If you're not, then you might be multitasking. Women have that. They're known to be multitaskers, to be doing so many things. It's like you're helping the kid with homework while you're cooking dinner, and you have the dishwasher going, and then you make a phone call, you say, hold on. Like, you're doing so many things at once. But there's power in focus. And I've really learned this from the divine masculine. And I've been working on this in my own life, to just focus on one thing at a time, put all of your energy into it, and stay consistent until the task is done. And then after, you're going to feel so accomplished, you're going to feel so good because you were able to focus. Now, please do not go get any type of medication, fake medicine for AHAD, whatever they made up. No, instead tap into your divine masculine energy and just focus on one thing. It's about having control over your mind, and you're able to do it. What I'll do when I'm trying to focus better is just literally mutter to myself, focus, 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 and just do that one thing. And I love it. And so this is your healthy, divine masculine energy. Yeah, being organized and having a system in place, focus, routine. And that's why, studies will show that men do so well with a routine, because that's how they're wired. That's what they like. That's their masculine energy. They can maybe eat the same thing every single day. That's the masculine energy. They want a routine. They want to know what they're doing. They're organized. They're structured. And all of that is your masculine energy. Okay, so it can definitely serve you. So what's the feminine superpower? For feminine energy, the superpower is just being free, like being in flow. Okay, so whereas focus is like more disciplined, the feminine aspect, feminine polarity to that is just flow, just be free. How do you feel, right? Your feelings, and switching it up, being in a flowy, artistic energy, breaking the routine, change, embracing change in different seasons. Like women, we are not the same. I have a different video, I'll link down below, in regards to like our menstrual cycle and being connected to the moon. We're wired a bit differently. What makes us feel good might not be the same thing as men, and that's okay. That's our feminine energy, so it's natural. And we don't want to do the same thing every single day. Maybe some women do, but that's your masculine energy. Your feminine is creative and forever changing, and that's why if there's 30 days in a month, the first 7 days is going to be different than the last 7 days of the month. Very different based on your body. And so when you tap in with yourself, you're going to notice that you're not going to feel the same every single day. And that's why it might be harder to be consistent, because we're changing and we're flowing. We're connected to our feminine energy. And so, and there's still superpower in that. See, we want to learn about feminine energy because it's shamed. It's seen as like weak, not as good. Well, why can't you focus? Why are you scatterbrained or changing? But there's also power in it, because it's what makes life so dynamic. And you want to do the same thing every day? Maybe. There's power in both. So it's not about what's better. It's about learning about the differences and tapping into what you need for yourself, which energy you want to use. And so, fellows, it's safe to be in your feminine energy. Try something artistic. Try something new, something you've never done that's out of your routine. Right? So like go explore or just simply be, okay? Because another aspect to masculine energy is action. So taking action in the world, getting something done, focusing and building something in the seen world, whether this is a business, a career, a goal, anything, a family, building what you can see, building a house, building something. Whereas feminine energy is about just simply being, and that being enough. So in the world that we're in, if you're just simply living, like if you're just simply breathing, if you're just out touching the flowers and just enjoying your day, enjoying your life, smiling in the sun, you're not doing much of anything. You're simply being, you're existing, you're living, you're alive. When you allow yourself to just be in your soft life, that's seen as like, oh, it's shamed in society. Oh, you're lazy. You're not doing anything with your life. You're not doing enough. But you don't constantly have to be doing, achieving, building. You can simply be. Like, you can simply be, and that's okay. There's a time for ease, and there's a time to use more force. So that's why you want to flow with life. We want to balance our masculine with our feminine, right? Which is like, if you think about our body, that's why we rest at night. Like, you can't constantly be go, go, go. You need time to rest too. So allow yourself to be in your feminine energy and just be soft. And this doesn't mean like your productivity, how productive you are is not tied to your self-worth, you guys. This world might lie to you to tell you that how much you can get done is linked to how good of a person you are, but it's not true. Some days are more productive than others. And when you are productive, you feel so great about yourself. You got a lot done. Mission accomplished. But other days, maybe you don't do as much. It doesn't mean you're less than, or you have to be so hard or critical on yourself. And so these are ways that we can like balance both of our energies, doing versus just simply being. So we want to learn when we want to use which one of our energies and use the best aspects of both. Okay, so I would say like the downside of, let's say for the masculine energy, like if you're just always focused, but then you don't give yourself any time to play, then you're missing the feminine energy. If you're too in your feminine and you're just so flowy or so in your hippie vibes that you're like forgetting about practicality, real life, and that we're in the 3D realm, you want to be able to, so that's why we want to learn about balance, because to do whatever you want in this current society, you do have to build something for yourself so that you have the resources to do whatever it is you want, right? So healthy balance. When it comes to logic, and I noticed this like obviously with men because they're in their masculine energy, but if you're too with your logic, then you always need the proof. Where's the proof? Where's the scientific evidence? I'm not going to believe that otherwise. And that's so in your masculine, where it's safe to tap into a bit of your feminine energy, which is faith. It's unseen, right? Because we can't see everything. In fact, when we look really close under a microscope, we look closely at solid objects under a microscope, we're gonna see that nothing is solid anyways on earth. You might think the chair is solid, you're solid, but when you look closely, you're gonna see that everything is vibrating and it's just composed of atoms and they're just like molecules. So what we think we can see, life is so magical and beautiful and divine and mysterious, which are all the feminine aspects anyways. The darkness, the unknown, the ever-changing, the flow. And so you don't always need logic. Sometimes you need your intuition. Sometimes the answer is in your feelings. It's trying to reveal to you. And I love learning about feminine energy because it's so validating and it's so healing to our society. It's what we need. We need a bit of softness. We need a bit of faith and creativity, knowing that we don't always have to be like on point. Sometimes we can just be free and just flow and not know, being the unknown, which can feel scary, but it's beautiful because you're safe. We're safe. We're held by the universe. Okay, so these are some of the things that I want to share with you about how we can balance our feminine energy, how you can tap into your feminine energy, and how you can tap into your masculine energy as a woman. Both are going to serve you so much. And ladies, it's up to you, but when you truly tap into your feminine energy and then you recognize the difference between, when you see a divine masculine, your eyes are gonna like they're gonna be like stars in your eyes, heart eyes, because it's the perfect balance to you in your life, and it's very attractive for someone to be in their healthy masculine. So that's what we need, especially as a divine feminine. Then you come together and now we're in a divine union. We're balancing each other, we're helping one another, and each has what the other needs. At the same time, these energies are always present within ourselves. Okay, so drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on today's video. I'm sending you so much love and power and healing into your life. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.